everyone, Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm. So today we're going to stuff some daylilies. They're very edible and we're going to stuff them with mushrooms and crabs. So basically you have two choices and I'm going to do both. One, I'm going to make the stuffing and I'm just going to put it in because these are great by themselves raw, you know. And I'm going to make some with some panko, which is great. So I have a list, and I showed you right before. Basically, I'm going to saute my onions, mushrooms, and let's talk herbs. So basically, hold on, let me throw this in real quick. Basically, when you make these, there's a variety. You can make Asian, which I would use a lot of fish sauce and maybe some soy sauce and stuff like that. But I wasn't in the mood, and I'm going to save that recipe when I stuff the pumpkin flowers or the zucchini flowers. They're all very good. You could also do French, where you add tarragon and maybe a little basil, or you could do English, and there you use some parsley, some basil as they call it, and you decide. You could do Louisiana style, which I'm doing a little bit, so I'm going to add, I'm cheating since we were out of stuff. I'm using the Red Lobster seasoning for seafood, which is fine. You don't have to do that, but I was out of my stuff that I normally use. And you could add a little kick to it, or you can make Mexican style where you add cilantro. I'll show you what I'm doing today, but you do whatever you want. But the rule of thumb, French, tarragon; English, basil, you know. Spicy here, cilantro or Mediterranean, hot peppers, you decide. So first I'm going to saute this, and I preheated the oven for 350 and got that going. And while that's doing, basically what we're going to do, we're going to add our green onions or whatever you're doing. I'm doing garlic, wild garlic, which is great. You just want to chop or shred the cabbage really small. And then it's ready to go. Because you don't want big chunks. And then so then you're going to melt your cream cheese just a little bit, room temperature or whatever. And then you're just going to put the crab meat in here. I love the sound of a frying pan. I don't know what it is. Saute is like my thing. I'm going to add a little of the seasoning from Red Lobster. If you don't have that, just use some paprika, some ground up peppers, a salt and pepper. I'm still going to add a little pepper to this. No salt because of that. Now, in the vegetables that are sauteing, I'm going to add some salt. All right, let me get this finished and I'll be right back. All right, everything is sauteed and I have mixed the crab with the cream cheese. Now, also I wanted to tell you, I normally do a 50% of honey goat's cheese and half cream cheese or whatever you choose. I couldn't get hold of any goat's cheese. It's like sold out. So we're going without it. Once you have that, then we're gonna add all our vegetables. Now you could add anything you want, but I make like a stuffed crab ragoon kind of with mushrooms, and sometimes I do add some shishu, which is great. It's a Japanese basil, but once that's done, you're just gonna mix it in. Okay, my dogs are staring at me. They know I'm making something. It's the crab. They eat a lot of mackerel. I do healthy stuff, especially with baby. He's older and he eats a lot of chicken for the taurine and also mackerel for the iodine. Okay. Now, at this point, I'm just going to squeeze a little lemon in it, and that's optional for you. Okay. And this is the time to taste it and make sure it works. Okay. Oh, perfect. Let me wash my hands now. Okay, so for the two that I'm just going to stuff, I'm going to take about 3 tablespoons. I'll come up here so you can see. I'm going to take some panko. And I'm just going to drizzle it on it. Okay. And 1 drizzle of olive. Okay. Now I'm going to put this in the oven and let it bake. No, it's not for you. While that's baking, now we're going to prepare our food. So I'm going to move these two separate. I'm going to cut my green onions. Move those to the side. Now, in a lightly oiled pan, and by the way, you could take the little stems out of the flowers, or you could leave them. Have you ever had honeysuckle where you pull it? It's got just a little honey in it. I leave it. It has that nice flavor. So I have an egg that I whipped. I need a bigger bar. And I am just going to dip this in egg. Okay. And then I have a brush. Do the back side that you're going to see. Now a lot of people fold these and tie them. I want the beauty. When my dad had restaurants, everything had to look beautiful. This wasn't his recipe, this is mine, but the same. Why am I putting the egg on? Because I want the panko to sit. So once you have that, I'm going to take some crab. I have to use fingers. And I'm going to put each one in like this. And I'm going to come up so you could see what it looks like. Okay. And I'm going to put it here for just 1 second while I do each one. Now, if I don't want it heavy, I only use the whites. But since I'm covering it with panko, it's better to just put whatever you want so it holds. And really push it in there, but don't break the flour. If there's a little stem here, that's all right. The stem is actually edible. It's really coarse, kind of like basically lemongrass without any flavor. I'm telling you, I'm getting older. Forgetting my steps. Now, try not to hit each other with this. All right, I'm going to hit pause so I can wash my hands. Nope, I'm too good. Okay, I washed my hands. I just want you to see what it looks like before they're baked and before I put the breadcrumbs. You don't have to put breadcrumbs, but it's amazing. And do the panko, not the regular breadcrumbs. All right. Okay, we're back. So what I'm going to do with the rest of the egg, I'm going to brush gently the stuffed crab mixture. Why am I doing that? Because I want the panko to sit on this. Okay. Once you have that, you take your panko and you're just going to kind of push it on. Okay, that's one. Last one. It's kind of like the tedious part. It's like you need music in between, so you guys don't get bored. Okay, that's on. So now I'm going to take the rest and I'm just make sure there's some egg wash. And you're just going to put a little on the back, not a lot, just to add a little crunch when you do it. Okay. All right. Let me wash my hands again and I'll be back. Okay, I'm just showing you what it looks like from both sides. Okay, now I'm going to put this in the oven and I'll be back when it's done. All right, here's the first two that are going to be finished. The first original daylilies I'm going to stop. So if you zoom in, this is the crab meat, and I'm just going to make sure it cools a little bit, and I'm just going to put it in here gently. Okay. More. Okay, my friends always laugh at me because I go around the yard eating everything. They called me grazers. Okay. Okay. I think these are really beautiful. I'm just going to squeeze just a little bit on each. A little bit of the green onions. Okay, is that too hot to move? Yeah. Okay, now with this one, you could either do hoisin sauce, soy sauce, whatever you want. I'm just going to put a little olive oil, not much. I'm going to do hoisin sauce. And if you wanted, you could put a little Dijon. And then, I lost my, oh. So mix it gently. That's good. Okay, so one is done. This would really make an elegant deal. Okay, I'll be right back with the other one. Okay, this is the second one where I baked it in the flour. If you want to zoom in, take a look. I could serve it this way, but remember, you always want to make it really look cute. So I have the same platter, and when it all falls, we know. And oh, hold on. Gently pick these up and just angle them. Okay, take your green onions, just kind of sprinkle them on. Okay, quick lemon. Then you could just put these wherever you want. Anybody could grab one. And that's it. That's your stuffed daylilies with crab meat and mushrooms. But I have one more secret. So there was a little extra crab meat. So what I did is I did the same thing with the mushrooms. If you want to zoom in. I just took the stuffed mushrooms, put the egg wash on, put a little panko, and it's just an extra little deal. You could put a little green onion if you want it. And now we are gonna go eat. So this is Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm. Remember, your daylilies are edible, but other lilies are not. So check each one. Please subscribe, like, and share. I want 100 subscribers. Bye.